In this video, we're going to talk about the Nikon ZR cage, kits, and additional accessories. This is the base kit, which includes the cage that wraps around the camera body. The cage leaves all the vital controls easy to access. You also have a vertical post in the back, which acts as a thumb rest. This camera has very small grip points, and this vertical rod really lets you grab the camera to get a better grip. On the left, we have a micro HDMI clamp that swings away. This is a variable friction screw here, so you can grab the knob, pull this out, open your dust cover. We'll rotate that out of the way. We'll swing this back. Then we can add our HDMI cable here. Let's drop that in. Then we'll tighten this knob to clamp it down. Even with the swing away design, this clamp is very strong and the cable's not going anywhere. Then when you're done shooting, just unlock the knob, pull the cable out, swing, and replace the dust cover. The top of the cage features 1/4-20 and 3/8 mounting points with area locating pins, as well as M4x20 holes in many places. On the back of the top plate, we have a shoe mount interface that attaches to the camera to prevent the camera from tipping over when using lens motors. At the very top, we have our bolt-on top handle, which attaches to a 1/4-20 with area locating pins adjacent. You can undo this with your fingers and reposition it into a side handle configuration if you'd like. Any 1/4-20 with multiple locating pins is compatible. If you have a hole that doesn't have locating pins, you can also remove these. This also works great as a side handle in this configuration. To quick release the cage from the base plate, turn the thumb screw on the right side of the base plate. Unlock, slide forwards or backwards, and push the safety pin down. Then lift off. This exposes an ARCA dovetail on the bottom and an ARCA dovetail slot on the base plate. The ARCA dovetail features a lens adapter support post system, and what we have installed here is the short version. We also include a medium and long. You can adjust the dovetail forwards and backwards, and then the vertical post up and down. One of the challenging things about this camera is accessing your media, which is combined with the battery door on the bottom here. So you can pop this open. We've added quite a large recess in our base plate here, so you can get your fingers in here to change your memory cards and access your battery. We've also accommodated this with the base plate. So while this is installed, you can still open the door and change your battery and media pretty easily here. The back of the cage and the bottom of the cage all have area 1/4-20 and 3/8 mounting points. If you need to rig this to a car or something like that, you can do that. You can actually pull this ARCA dovetail off and screw into the bottom directly. The base plate features two 15mm rod openings that are at the correct distance from the center of the lens. And at the very bottom, we have an area dovetail interface that quick releases by unlocking the left thumb screw, push the safety lever down, and lift off. To reinstall, drop down. That pop lets you know that you're on the dovetail. Slide forwards and backwards to find your balance, and lock the knob. This is the mid kit, which includes all of the base kit items, plus we've added two 15mm rods that are 9 inches long. On the side, we've also added our AB3 audio adapter, and that has two XLRs with a cable routed neatly in the cage, going to a stereo 3.5mm plug on the left side. These are a few optional items for the ZR camera. This is a top rod bracket, so you can attach this to the front of the top plate and have focus motor rods going over the top of your lens. We also have a DJI RS4 gimbal adapter plate, and that can be installed by unlocking the base plate, quick releasing the camera package here. And then you can put this directly onto your RS4 by use of this adapter. This slides on in the same way that the base plate does. You can adjust the position here, clamp this knob, and then put this directly onto your RS4. You see we have a replica of the gear pattern there for the gimbal. The camera has a nice large LCD screen, and we've made a sunshade for it. This just slips over the side of the monitor. These are a few other options. We have lens supports and larger area dovetails, since this base plate will attach to any area dovetail. On the side here, we have our twist mount EVF system attached to a single rod clamp going off of our M4x20 holes. We also have a rod clamp that will attach to the Area 3/8 coming very soon. This is a double-sided NATO rail, so you can configure your monitor in a traditional way here. There's 2 points of friction, so you can adjust this without tools. You can also flip this over by unlocking this screw, pushing the safety pin down. We'll flip this over to the NATO on the inside. And now we have this centered over our lens area. Another monitor mounting option is our twist ball arm, and that uses the same spud that we use on our EVF system. So we'll unlock our thumb screw here and pull this off. And we have these 2 spuds here. In this configuration, I'm going to attach the arm to the spud on the bottom of our monitor. Just lock that down. And we've attached a spud to the side of our top handle, so we'll put the end of the twist ball arm onto that spud. Since we've attached one spud going this direction and one going this direction, we have the ability to tilt the monitor and pan without having to adjust a thumb screw. Last thing, this is a universal hot shoe that includes a 1/4, 20, and 3/8 with area locating pins, and this can go onto any mounting point on the cage. I just want to talk briefly about an optional configuration for this if you're using the Nikon microphone, which is represented by this 3D print. This was not available at the time of filming. You can use this on the cage. You just have to reconfigure the shoe pinch here. So we'll unlock these 2 screws. Take that out. We'll take a 4mm Allen wrench and pull the top plate off. One there and one here. Now we can remove the shoe pinch piece here. Now, one option for this is to install the horseshoe-shaped top plate backwards. And this will fit in here underneath the top handle, although the top handle is not very functional at that point because you can't get your fingers in there. One thing you can do, though, is that these are 15mm rods, so you can swap these out with longer ones. Just unlock these bottom screws here. Then we can drop in some longer ones. These are 9-inch rods, but you might have other versions, just collecting dust in your pile of camera gear like I do. Now we can install the top plate in the original configuration, or you can put it backwards if you like, and hover that over the microphone mount. This can be done with any other shoe-mounted accessory. I think I've heard talk of the Tascam dual XLR adapter working with this camera at some point. So that could actually fit underneath here, and you'd still have access to the handle and carry the camera. Nikon ZR accessories are available now at MID49.com.